So he goes a lap down in 16th, and now Steve Park also goes a lap down in 15th. There are 14 cars on the lead lap. Running in 14th position, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Bobby Labonte still got that battle, and they have caught Rusty Wallace.
Bobby Hamilton, that is, in the 4 car.
Yes.
That's 2, 3, 4 scenario there. They're a little over a half a lap behind the leader. About 12 seconds, 12 and a half.
Earnhardt looks inside of Rusty in turn 4.
It just easily goes by. Now Hamilton tried to do the same thing. And he goes by Rusty Wallace. Now here comes Mark Martin. Man, when they open the gate, they all want to come in.
There is Stewart, and you saw just ahead of him the 8 car of Dale Earnhardt Jr., the last car on the lead lap. And Stewart has again lengthened his lead to more than 1 1/4 seconds. Doctor?
Down in the Tony Stewart pits, the anticipation is really growing. That is Krista Dwyer, who is Tony's fiancée. Her lips have been quivering, her eyes have gotten moist in the last few laps, and every time he comes by, she looks over her shoulder at the scoreboard to see the laps are counting down. She knows how important this night can be to her future husband.
Heavy smoke coming from Mark Martin.
Well, Mark Martin, a lot of smoke coming from his Valvoline Ford. And the man in second place in the point standings, this could be a huge hit for him.
And Jarrett, as you see in our points now graphic, has lengthened his advantage in the standings to 198, and it may go further than that as we go along in the evening, because Martin does not look good.
The engine is still running, but obviously got some pretty serious problems.
You know, Benny, in the first practice today, he went out 20 laps. And then all of a sudden, he was really running good. The smoke started coming from his car. He took it into the garage area. They worked on it for about 30 minutes, came back out. And I asked Jack Ralphs this afternoon what had happened. And he said that apparently that one of the oil lines had been left just a little bit loose. And, of course, they fixed that and went on back out and practiced. Bill?
Well, they just said there's nothing they could do. There's oil coming out the breather. They were hoping it was an oil line. They thought it might be a piston. Mark said it sounds like a piston. Jimmy Fennick says, shut it off. We're taking it to the garage. Well, maybe Mark's going to drive it back there. But anyway, you take it there. It's going to the garage, and he's going to lose a whole lot of points.
Indeed, he will. Tough break for Mark Martin as he pulls behind the wall with just 31 laps to go.
The NASCAR official said, you're not going back on the racetrack. And the guy said, get out of the way. We're going around behind the wall.
And the NASCAR guy says, okay.
The NASCAR officials they don't monitor the radio, so they had no idea that Mark was going behind the wall. They thought he was trying to go back on the racetrack.
Well, Sports Center is coming up next. A no-hitter in baseball today. Did Sammy get another home run? And how about an investigation into the San Francisco 49ers salary cap on the eve of the NFL season? Less than 24 laps to go in the Exide NASCAR Select Batteries 400 Winston Cup race at Richmond International Raceway. Tony Stewart has a 1-second lead over Bobby Labonte. Now the 4 car of Bobby Hamilton is on the move.
And Kenny Irvin is also on the move. Look at this number 24 Texas, 28 Texaco Haviland Ford on the inside of Bobby Hamilton. That's a battle for 6th position.
And Jeff Burton is just going backwards. Jeff was running in 4th place about 15 laps ago. He is now in 8th position. All of these cars have passed him. Ted Musgrave now going by him. So Burton's car has gone away.
Well, Kenny Irwin has 3 top 10 finishes in 4 races here, and he's got another one going here tonight as he battles Hamilton for 6th.
You know, we haven't talked much about Sterling Marlin tonight. The guy has moved up into 4th place. As we watch this battle for the 6th position, Dale Earnhardt is 5th. For 6th. Kenny Irwin just gradually getting him every lap.
Best finish, of course, this year was a 3rd in the very first race of the year, the Daytona 500. Well, they just continue to go side by side, don't they now? Hamilton has the advantage, but here comes Kenny right back.
Kenny Irwin, Doug Richard, the entire crew has got themselves a very good race car tonight. Now he takes the spot away from Bobby Hamilton.
Now we go on board with Sterling Marlin,
who is running 4th. He's not in contention for 3rd at the moment. He's about 10 seconds behind Dale Jarrett, but he has moved right on up through there. DJ's about 4.8 seconds behind the leader, Tony Stewart.
As a result of his 40th place finish at Darlington last week, Marlin dropped 3 positions in the point standings down to 18th, but will probably gain some back here tonight with his 4th place performance right now. And boy, I tell you, that interval between 1st and 2nd is definitely shrinking.
Yes, it is. You see Bobby Labonte has come right into the picture there in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac, the paired Pontiacs by Joe Gibbs Racing. Duking it out here tonight.
Some Tony Stewart fans are hoping that Tony can drive to his first Winston Cup victory here tonight. There are less than 17 laps to go. Joe Gibbs with a outstanding performance here tonight, running 1st and 2nd. Here's a Hardee's Field summary with the point standings again. And as a result of Jeff Gordon's problem, Stewart moves to 4th, and Jeff Burton may move to 5th.
Well, this traffic right now is going to be murder as he tries to work through it. Now he's got slow cars on the inside as he has to follow these slow cars by on the outside.
And Bobby Labonte's just going to try to follow him right through, but Tony got through that group pretty good. And so did the 18 car Bobby Labonte. And Ray Dunlap is with Mark Martin.
Mark, we see it's obviously something wrong with the engine here. Do you think it's related to the crash you had with Ward Burton?
I don't think so. Not sure what broke in it, but just a part. You know, sometimes parts break. Was pretty encouraged with the team and with the car for a long time, and then toward the end we started having a little trouble with that sealer wearing off. But Valvoline Cummins team did a great job, and we were pretty darn strong for 2/3 of the race.
Okay, Mark Martin there. They're definitely done for the night, guys. And you remember last year about this time, it was a blown engine at Darlington that took Mark out of this championship chase. This is going to be an awful big blow tonight.
Folks, don't go away. This thing is far from over. Bobby Labonte is right there behind Tony Stewart, and Jeff Burton is going a lap down in 10th spot.
Boy, his car has really gone away on him. He just, from the drop of the green flag on this last run here, he has just not been as good as he had been earlier tonight. I'm talking about Jeff Burton, who won this race a year ago, now a lap down.
Bobby Labonte has won 4 times in 1999. He won at Dover, he won the 2nd race at Michigan, and he swept Pocono.
I think in clean racetrack, I don't think you can catch Tony Stewart, because I think Stewart's car is as fast as Bobby Labonte's, maybe even faster. But who knows what's going to happen when you run across all this traffic.
6 drivers have won in their rookie year in NASCAR Winston Cup competition. Shorty Rollins did it in '58. Earl Ross, Dale Earnhardt, Ron Bouchard, Morgan Shepherd. The latest to do it, the most recent, was Davey Allison in '87, and he won 2 times in his rookie season. Well, there are 10 laps to go at Richmond International Raceway. Can Tony Stewart hang on and record his first victory?
The 9th place car, John Andretti, just went a lap down. So Tony Stewart's setting a very fast pace here tonight. Has put a lot of real good race cars a lap down.